Disneyland is expensive, and sometimes it's fun to kind of spend money and waste it on things that you like and have fun with. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about things that people waste money on when they don't want to. Stick around, we're gonna help you save money on all the essentials. Hello everybody, welcome to RTD Adventures. My name is Brian.
I'm Jacob.
And we've got a list of a lot of money saving opportunities here for you. Now this is something where people are always searching for ways to save money when it comes to Disneyland trips because of course it's expensive. We're guilty of spending money, right? We're guilty of wasting money on lightsabers. We're guilty of wasting money on excessive pins for trading for collections, okay? But when it comes to things that you don't have to waste money on, a lot of times there's things that can slip under the radar. So stick around and we're gonna help you with all these extra little details. All right, so the first area that people waste money on is buying ponchos at Disneyland. Now, maybe this is something you haven't thought about before, right? You're going to California, it doesn't rain that much. But what if you need the poncho for a water ride? You don't want to get your clothes soaked, so you just want that little extra layer of safety. If you buy a poncho in Disneyland, you're gonna be putting down a good chunk of change just for something you use once and then throw away. If you buy a poncho and bring it from home, say from Walmart or Target, right? You're gonna be spending minimal $1, $2. You can get them for pretty cheap.
Very cheap.
So bring that with you and just store it in your backpack. It doesn't take up a lot of space and you'll be thankful you have it for the water rides. And like last time I was there, it was actually raining pretty good. So it was helpful that we actually had that ready. We brought it to Disneyland many times before, never needed it, but the time that we needed it most, we were sure glad we had it.
Another way that people waste money is actually by missing out on possible discounts that they have available to them, whether it's for flights or hotels or even like bundles for trips. And the best people that can help you, find those is Getaway Today.
So if you go to Getaway Today, they've actually got lots of awesome details when it comes to booking your trip and saving money on hotel packages, packaging your tickets with this, making it a whole complete vacation. They're gonna get the best prices possible on your Disney vacation. So here's what you need to do if you wanna get the absolute most savings on that. Go to getawaytoday.com or call 1-855-GETAWAY. Tell them that RTD Adventures sent you. And this is going to be your number one option for saving money when it comes to booking a Disneyland vacation package. So another way that people waste a lot of money at Disneyland is on the hotel. Sometimes you might want a nice hotel. Now I'm not saying that you can't spend a lot of money staying at the Grand Californian. But let's put this into perspective. If you're going on the trip and you plan to be at the park from rope drop until they just kick you out of the parks at midnight, your expensive hotel is not gonna matter very much. If you don't plan to spend any time there other than just going to sleep, that could be a huge waste of money. Now, obviously, you're gonna have to weigh what you're looking for on your vacation. If you're gonna be spending a full day at the resorts just relaxing and recouping in the middle of your trip, it might be worth splurging a little bit on the nicer hotels. But you just really have to weigh those options. Not that you can't spend a lot of money on a hotel, but make sure you understand what you're using the hotel for so you're not wasting money when you don't have to.
Another big one, and I am so guilty of this, is buying souvenirs you absolutely don't need. I get souvenirs, you technically don't really need souvenirs anyways, but I'm talking about the ones where they just catch your eye and you're like, oh, all right, I'll buy it. I'm talking about like the giant lollipops, sticking with candy, the just kind of generic, goofy candies, Mickey candies, mini candies that just kind of just regular candies you'd find, that actually have name brands that are just in a bag for Disney. Just things like that. We just encourage you to just kind of stay away from those. They're huge money wasters. But another big one is those Mickey shaped balloons, especially the ones with the lights in them. Those are pretty cool. And it's cool that your child gets to hold on to it for a little bit. I promise you that's not going to stick around for a while. You're paying like $15, $16+ for a balloon that will pop or fly away, because you see that quite often. But just be aware, it's not worth it.
So here's one that may be a great waste of money for you, or maybe it's not even really a waste of money at all, but a lot of people spend money on this and don't need it, and that's park hoppers. Okay, park hopping is actually really cool, but there's a lot of people that buy the park hopper option and never actually take advantage of it. So that's a good chunk of change you could be using for more souvenirs or extra churros, right? If you think you're gonna be doing a lot of park hopping, of course, it's totally worth a splurge. But if you know that you're not gonna be taking advantage of it or you're not sure, I wouldn't actually tag that onto the ticket, right? Just Don't add the park hopper on there, and there's a lot to do in the park anyways.
Oh yeah.
Just spend your time enjoying the park you're already in.
And I mentioned it before, when like with the souvenirs, when it comes to like candy, but going into more like snacky options. So the bag of chips that you could buy, whether they're name brand, like you can buy some Doritos in the park. We recommend you stay away from those. There's so many like better snacks that you can get in the park. If you're looking for something light, there's like Bengal barbecue, you can get the skewers, you got the Jolly Holiday, which have some just amazing treats and snacks. Just do yourself a favor, don't purchase the generic, like I said earlier, Mickey bags of candy or chips. Make sure that you just save the money for the really awesome snacks.
And you're only in Disneyland for this vacation, right? A lot of people can't go there all the time.
Yeah.
So don't get things you can just buy at home, right? Get those Disney specific snacks, get the churros.
Get the churros.
And make sure that you're enjoying the trip to the fullest without wasting your money on things that you're gonna get at home anyways. And staying on the subject of wasting money on food, some people don't even know you can bring your own food into the parks. Okay, sometimes food is a highlight of the trip. For me personally, I love to eat all the different seasonal snacks. I love to eat at the amazing Disney restaurants. Some people don't care about that. Maybe you just want a ham sandwich you just brought from the hotel, right? Whatever you're into, some people just want to bring your own food. You can definitely do that. Yeah. But if you are into trying as much food as possible even, don't go for large portions. Something that we do on our trips is we like to eat as many different places as possible, but you're gonna get full really quick if you're eating your own portion. So buy small portions and share that amongst your group, and then you're gonna get a really big variety of different foods.
So another way that people waste money is actually inadvertently missing out on discounts in the stores. Now, hitting up those stores in Disneyland or DCA at the end of a holiday season, you actually might get some discounted merch. Not to mention that if you're in the either Disney Vacation Club or you're actually a Magic Key holder, you get percentages off, the souvenirs that you buy in those stores as well, and with the Visa, the Disney Visa card. So don't miss out on those discounts. I'm not saying you have to go out and get a credit card. I'm just saying they are available to you. So just make sure you're aware of that so you're not missing out.
And always check online too when you want to buy a souvenir. Chances are a lot of the things in the parks are available on Shop Disney, and sometimes they can be available for cheaper too.
Yeah.
So, sure, there's going to be souvenirs that are only available in the parks, but it's worth your time and your money to check online and make sure that you're not missing out on a deal. All right, so here's a big money saver, and that is being able to use Photopass the correct way. Now, it's pretty cool that you can walk up to any Photopass cast member and get your picture taken by them, but it's $14.99 per picture to download. That's a lot of money. So there's a couple ways around this. Number one is you can either have Disney Genie Plus, and for the fee you're gonna be paying for the lightning lanes, you're also getting the Photopass included for the full day on your ticket. So this is gonna save you money on any of those Photopasses. And alternatively, if you're not planning on using Disney Genie Plus, but you still think you're gonna be using the app a lot to download those pictures, you can get Photopass Plus 1 week. And this is a $78 package that you get that gives you unlimited downloads for 7 full days of any pictures you get in the parks during that time. And this is a great option if you're not worried about the lightning lanes and you're just getting a lot of those pictures. This is something that's actually exclusive to Disneyland and California Adventure. This option is not available at all in Disney World. So they've actually got a different program over there. So this one's just for the California parks. And as a bonus little pro tip here, many of the Photopass cast members, right, not all of them, but many of them, if they're not busy helping other people, they can actually take your picture for free with your own phone. So it doesn't hurt to ask, just make sure that you're asking nicely.
All right, now this one may not be obvious to some, but may be very obvious to others. Something that we didn't know for the beginning of our trips, is that you could waste so much money buying water in the parks. We've said it before in our videos and we'll say it again. It's seriously a big one. It's a huge money saver by not doing this. Now make sure you're bringing a water bottle that's very well insulated. If you're gonna bring ice inside of that water bottle, it's gonna stay cold like all day long. There's refill stations throughout the park that you can take advantage of with free. And then some of the restaurants and quick service restaurants also have water for free. So you gotta ask for just a cup of water and you can even fill up that water bottle. So make sure you are not paying those expensive prices for bottles of water in the parks. So what do you guys think? If we missed anything, we really would like to hear from you. Just make sure you comment down below. Let us know, is there any other time that maybe you have maybe wasted a little bit too much money on things you didn't need? Or is there another opportunity that we could be saving money? Just let us know below.
And speaking of saving money, we've made a video all about different money saving tips when it comes to planning your Disneyland trip. So we're gonna link that video on the screen, either click or tap there. That's gonna bring you right to that money saving video. We really appreciate you guys hanging out with us, and just like always,
thanks for watching.